Nearly 50 years after Grease became a symbol of youthful Hollywood, the lives of its cast members have changed in many different ways. Some continue to shine, some stepped away from the spotlight, and others now live only in memory. Today, let's take a look back at the cast of Grease, then and now in 2026. Olivia Newton-John portrayed Sandy Olsen, the sweet new girl who gradually became a symbol of rebellious youth. Born on September 26, 1948 in Cambridge and raised in Australia, she was 29 years old when Grease was released in 1978. Olivia Newton-John passed away on August 8, 2022 at the age of 73 after a long battle with breast cancer. What makes Sandy unforgettable is not only her transformation at the end of the film, but also the sincerity and gentleness Olivia brought into a teenage world filled with emotion and chaos. Jeff Conaway made Kenickie the kind of guy who always tried to appear tough, in order to hide the insecurity behind his rebellious exterior. Born on October 5, 1950 in New York City, he was 27 years old when Grease was released in 1978. Jeff Conaway passed away on May 27, 2011 at the age of 60 after many years struggling with addiction. With his humor, impulsive personality, and unpredictable energy, he helped make Kenickie an essential part of the rebellious and vibrant spirit of Grease. Barry Pearl brought to duty the feeling of a young guy who still managed to keep his innocence among the rebellious T-Birds gang. Born on March 29, 1950 in Pennsylvania, he was 28 years old when Grease was released in 1978. As of 2026, Pearl is 76 years old. Neither cold nor overly tough, Duty is remembered for his cheerful personality, playful charm, and natural love for music. That lighthearted energy helped give the character a unique color within the chaotic teenage world of the film. Michael Tucci made Sonny Lettieri the chaotic and comedic source of energy within the T-Birds gang. Born on April 15, 1946 in New York City, he was 32 years old when Grease was released in 1978. As of 2026, Tucci is 79 years old. Sonny was not the coolest or the toughest member of the group, but his sly personality, constant need for attention, and dramatically exaggerated way of speaking helped the character deliver many of the funniest moments at Rydell High. Kelly Ward brought to Pootsie a gentle and likable presence among the strong personalities of the T-Birds gang. Born on November 17, 1956 in San Diego, he was 21 years old when Grease was released in 1978. As of 2026, Ward is 69 years old. Unlike the more rebellious or overly comedic characters, Pootsie is remembered for his sincerity and calm energy, qualities that made the group of friends in Grease feel more relatable and grounded. Didi Conn made Frenchie one of the most lovable characters in Grease thanks to her unique sweetness and dreamy personality. Born on July 13, 1951 in New York City, she was 26 years old when the film was released in 1978. As of 2026, Conn is 74 years old. With her iconic pink hair and optimistic nature, Frenchie gave the impression of a girl trying to find her place in a teenage world filled with chaos, but also with hope and possibility. Jamie Donnelly brought to Jan a natural sense of humor and the kind of warmth that made her feel like a real-life friend. Born on May 8, 1947 in Teaneck, she was 31 years old when Grease was released in 1978. As of 2026, Donnelly is 79 years old. Jan was not the most glamorous member of the Pink Ladies, but her clumsy charm, sincerity, and laid-back personality made her one of the most relatable characters in the group. Dana Manoff brought to Marty Maraschino a confidence and charm that perfectly captured the spirit of youth in the late 1950s. Born on January 25, 1956 in New York City, she was 22 years old when Grease was released in 1978. As of 2026, Manoff is 70 years old. Marty was always full of lively energy, flirting and enjoying attention wherever she went. Yet beneath that confidence was still the image of a young girl searching for maturity and freedom within the colorful world of high school life. Eve Arden made Principal McGee the perfect image of an adult figure who was both strict and wonderfully humorous within the chaotic world of Rydell High. Born on April 30th, 1908 in California, She was 70 years old when Grease was released in 1978. Arden passed away on November 12, 1990, at the age of 82. With her sharp voice and calm, sophisticated presence, she turned school announcements and disciplinary remarks into moments full of charm, carrying the unmistakable spirit of classic Hollywood. Frankie Avalon brought to Teen Angel the feeling of a dream straight out of the classic teen music era of the 1950s. Born on September 18, 1940 in Philadelphia, he was 37 years old when he appeared in Grease in 1978. As of 2026, Avalon is 85 years old. With his smooth singing voice and signature romantic style, he turned the Teen Angel sequence into a moment that was both humorous and deeply nostalgic, like a farewell tribute to an entire era of music that had already passed. Joan Blondell brought to Vi the feeling of an adult who had witnessed countless changes brought by youth and time. Born on August 30th, 1906 in New York City, she was 71 years old when Grease was released in 1978. Blondell passed away on December 25th, 1979 at the age of 73. Although her screen time was limited, she still left a memorable impression through her experience, presence, and unmistakable classic Hollywood charm, giving the lively world of Rydell High a greater sense of realism and emotional depth. Ed Burns made Vince Fontaine the glamorous and over-the-top embodiment of the entertainment world of the 1950s. Born on July 30th, 1932 in New York City, he was 45 years old when Grease was released in 1978. Burns passed away on January 8, 2020 at the age of 87. With his slicked-back hair, confident voice, and dramatically showy hosting style, he turned the dance competition scene into a performance overflowing with showbiz energy, both hilarious and unforgettable. Sid Caesar brought to Coach Calhoun a loud and chaotic energy in the way only legends of classic comedy could. Born on September 8, 1922 in New York City, he was 55 years old when Grease was released in 1978. Caesar passed away on February 12, 2014 at the age of 91. Although he appeared in only a few scenes, he still made the character memorable through his exaggerated comedic style and the sense that everything around him could suddenly turn into an unexpected comedy routine. Dennis Cleveland Stewart made Leo Craterface a genuine threat within the colorful, music-filled world of Grease. Born on July 29, 1947 in California, he was 30 years old when the film was released in 1978. Stewart passed away on April 20, 1994 at the age of 46 due to complications related to AIDS. With his towering build and intimidating presence, he gave Craterface a sense of danger and rebellion, creating some of the rare moments of tension amid the film's otherwise upbeat atmosphere. Stockard Channing brought to Betty Rizzo the tough exterior of a girl who always pretended she did not need anyone. Born on February 13, 1944 in New York City, she was 34 years old when Grease was released in 1978. As of 2026, Channing is 82 years old. Rizzo was not only rebellious and sharp-tongued, she also carried loneliness and a deep fear of being hurt. That emotional depth is what made her one of the most memorable and mature characters in Grease. John Travolta made Danny Zuko the most iconic teenage figure of Grease through his confidence, charisma, and explosive screen presence. Born on February 18, 1954 in Englewood, he was 24 years old when the film was released in 1978. As of 2026, Travolta is 72 years old. Behind Danny's rebellious image was a young man constantly trying to balance his cool reputation in front of his friends with his genuine feelings for Sandy, a conflict that has kept the character beloved across generations. Even though nearly 50 years have passed, Grease still brings the same joyful and energetic feeling as the very first time audiences stepped into Rydell High. If this video brought back great memories for you, leave a comment about your favorite character. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to explore more legendary films and iconic stars from cinema history.